Welcome back to another episode of the Talking Sports podcast. We are back with episode three,
Mm-mm.
four,
Four.
episode 3 or 4.
Now, how many games are we in?
Four.
Yes, it's episode 4.
Episode 4 of the Cowboys Chronicles, and we are recapping a Cowboys win for the first time in a little while, at least 2 weeks. So the Cowboys defeated the New York Giants 20-15 in a very ugly game.
Yeah, I would say so myself. I mean, I'm glad we got the victory, but they said win is a win.
Yeah.
But I don't think it helped us as a team. How we, trying to find our identity this year and really gelling as a team. So it was a victory, but yeah, ugly game.
Yeah, ugly game for sure. We couldn't really get our offense going. Luckily, the defense did stop the run, but we were bad against the pass for various reasons. We had injuries. D-Law, he's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks with the Liz Frank injury on his foot. Micah Parsons out with a high sprain, so he's probably going to, maybe 2 weeks. We'll see. That hasn't been announced yet, but he's week to week, so he's probably going to be out. Deron Bland already out from the beginning of the season, already out 6 to 8 weeks, so he's going to be returning middle of the season, if not later. And so we had a lot of backups in, we had a lot of rookies in, and the pass defense just looked bad.
Right. I mean, it hasn't been the same since week 1. Right. I mean, Cleveland, the way they played Cleveland, you would think that they would come out this year and they would be dominant. But they haven't been.
Not at all. CD Lamb and that, they kind of got their connection back a little bit. We saw a long TD pass to CD, which is good. But from here on out, it's be the Dak and CD show, and that's kind of scary to think about. Just knowing, teams can really just hone in on them too.
Right. Yeah, I think Cook will still have some moments. If they're going to double CD, I think Cook will have some moments, and then I think Ferguson is still trying to get his legs under him.
Yeah.
After the injury, and so he didn't really do. He had a few catches last game. Of course, he got a touchdown first game back.
Right.
And so, I think they're going to regain some connection, and I'm thinking that Ferguson will probably help to bring in some more momentum off.
Yeah, it's going to have to be up to the offense for us to keep us in games, because I'm just not confident in what our defense is going to put out there on the field right now. It's not going to be. It's not going to be a lot of pass rush if Micah's out.
Right.
But to be honest, Micah hasn't done a whole lot
this season. That's exactly right.
So next man up mentality. We'll see who comes in. We'll see who steps up. One thing that I am confident about as far as our defense is concerned is number 13, our linebacker, Overshown. All over the field again, making tackles. He was, one of the keys in stopping the run, I believe. And the announcers were saying that throughout the game that the defensive line was keeping the offensive line off of the linebackers. They said that numerous times.
Oh, that's great.
Throughout the broadcast. So that's what was keeping the linebacker to rush through, stop the run. And, we'll see. Hopefully that can continue.
Right.
But
yeah, I agree with that. I think his sideline to sideline ability is amazing.
He's fast.
His speed. And then if you allow him to put his hands on you after he done ran, you know what I'm saying, across the field, it's gonna be a major hit.
Oh, yeah.
And he has shown that he can do that. So definitely happy to see him. Hopefully he can, continue playing that he's playing at and not sustain any injuries.
Right.
So
that's going to be key.
That's going to be key.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
So, anything else for?
Yeah, I would just say, running game is still non-existent. When we're subbing in Rico. Rico I think got the start of the last game against the Giants, and Zeke played very little. Man, our fullback, he caught some great passes.
I said on Twitter that he's our best back. And he's big body. He kind of reminds me of Mike Allstott. We haven't seen a fullback. I think I have to go look back at the archives, but he might have had number 40 if I'm not mistaken. Just thinking back at that Tampa Bay team, Mike Allstott might have worn the number 40. Y'all comment down below if you remember Mike Allstott's number from Tampa Bay back in those days. Yeah, but yeah, he reminds me of him. He can catch out of the backfield, and he played with North Dakota State, if I'm not mistaken, and their offense was very dynamic. They had fullbacks and running backs doing everything. Mm-hmm. So he's shown his versatility, what he can do. We just got to keep using him. I think he's our best back. He's strong. He's young. He's he's quick for his size. But just got to keep using him.
Right. And fullbacks are not a thing these days in the NFL. I mean,
not really.
But he gets us those third and shorts or even fourth and short.
Right.
He will get those, and so
his hands are. I'm most impressed with his hands. He's able to catch the ball very well.
Yes. So super proud of that, and then I like the fact that we're still kind of subbing in Deuce Vaughn and Turpin. So love to see them. When we're struggling with the run, they'll put those two in.
Right.
And they give us some great playing time out on the field. So
for sure, we definitely need to see more Turpin on the field. He's quick. He's a great slot guy who can give us some speed, and which is what we need on on the outside to kind of counter what CD does.
Right. And I'm thinking with the injuries that we have on defense, just kind of the news. I don't know how true this is for some defensive help.
For sure.
And so I don't know if we'll like pull somebody or not, but we do need some more experienced help out.
Absolutely. We made until the final play game for the Giants. We made him look like prime Brady. He was just carving us up.
Yeah.
He completed like his first 13, 14 passes.
Right.
Something like that. If it wasn't the Giants, we would have lost.
Right. Oh yeah.
Because
without a doubt.
Daniel Jones in his incapabilities, he couldn't really get the ball down the field. He was short arming a lot of those passes that were pretty much wide open.
Oh yeah.
And so if it was anybody else, those would have been bombs over the top, and it just would have been bad for us. So that's something that we have to shore up. And I think we're holding on to players who shouldn't really be playing anymore, to be honest. This is my perspective. Malik Hooker, there, and Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson is an okay safety, but he's more of a run stopper.
Exactly.
And Malik Hooker is he's a little bit too old and slow to be playing in pass coverage. I think we need to play Wanye Thompson more.
Yes.
I think we need to play Famu more.
Yes.
And I think those guys will play more just due to their production and the injuries that we have.
Right. Exactly. Right. And of course, 2-7 saved the game for us.
He did.
So happy to have him. I don't know what kind of player he'll be out on the field, but I mean, he saved the game. So,
he played well.
Right.
He played well when he was put in, because Andrew Booth, he struggled out there.
Oh yeah.
And we saw that on the very first play. I think the double move.
Right. Oh
by Malik Neighbors.
Right.
That
and they were
crazy.
picking on him. They knew who to go to.
Yeah. So we had to get him out. And so, maybe another week of training and practice will kind of help that. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we can get somebody to come in from free agency. There's got to be some players out there, that can come in and, as Law Nation says, have a cup of coffee.
Come in for a cup of coffee.
Exactly. Shout out Law Nation.
Yeah, that's right.
Looking ahead to next week's game, we do have the Pittsburgh Steelers
Yeah.
Sunday night football.
And by that time, we've had a 10-day rest. So, hopefully,
maybe Michael suits up. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Exactly.
But Pittsburgh coming off of a loss today as we're recording this. Very surprising loss. I did not see Pittsburgh losing that game to Indianapolis.
No.
Despite Pittsburgh being on the road.
Right.
But, they will be back home and wanting ups that they lost to Indianapolis, and they're going to be motivated for a win for sure. Right.
So yeah, I these last couple of games I've been giving my predictions, and I have I guess maybe we did predict that the Cowboys would beat the Giants. We did predict that.
Yes.
And I think we went with a larger margin, 33 or 34 to 13 or something maybe, like that. Something like that, and 20-15. So that win against the Giants. And in Pittsburgh, it's gonna be a hostile,
Very.
And I just don't know. I don't know, with our defense, how depleted it is. Not really depleted, but with our key players injured.
Right.
And they haven't really been playing that well, the defensive line anyway.
Right.
I don't know if we go there and come out with them. I don't know. I would hope so, but it's gonna be very tough.
I believe our only hope is Justin Fields and his ups and downs as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
We will have to stop him in the run game.
Right.
But he's looking better. Justin Fields is looking like a semi-starting quarterback in the league, and he put up a lot of numbers today. They're throwing a lot more than I thought they would.
Right.
It may be Pittsburgh's offensive line that's not very good as keeping them, allowing them to run.
Mm-hmm.
Not really doing that well.
Right.
So it'll be interesting. I think the key is if our offense can produce Pittsburgh's defense.
Right.
TJ Watt is just scary.
Exactly.
Needless to say, he's scary.
Right.
And so if we can try to slow him, try to throw away from Minkah Fitzpatrick, their safety, I think that's going to be the key. Dak needs to play a pretty perfect game like he did. No turnovers, obviously.
Right. Exactly.
That's going to be key.
Mm-hmm. I believe he just got most sacks this season. I believe.
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt.
I believe it.
I think he's leading sacks through 4 games now.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I think it was 3 games last week, but I think he is the leading sack holder right now.
Yeah.
And then we got BB on the left tackle.
BB center. It's either going to be, depending on where they put him, Terrence Steele. I don't like that matchup at all.
Right. Yeah. But we have another rookie on the other side, though, right?
Tyler Guyton. I think he's left tackle.
Okay. Yeah. That's right.
So he may switch.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So either way, it's gonna be a tough matchup.
It is.
It's gonna be a tough matchup.
What do you think the score will be? Score predictions for Pittsburgh versus Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we win, and so I'm gonna go 24 Cowboys, 20 Pittsburgh, 24-20.
Okay. I see this being a low scoring game. I'm gonna say something similar to what just happened. I'm gonna say 20-17 game winner by Brandon Aubrey.
Okay. Yeah. We definitely gotta. If it comes down to a field goal winning decision, we can definitely count on him. 55 yards.
Yes.
At least,
Depending on weather, we don't know what it's gonna be like Pittsburgh. It might be a little windy.
Right. Right. Yeah. So that's good. I think I was reading where someone was, I mean, it may have been Law Nation. Shout out to Law Nation again. Shout out. Saying, where are the creative plays?
Yes.
Right. Where are the creative plays? And, Mike McCarthy calling the plays. He's just not dialing up any. I don't know if he's saving them for, other teams or what. But, we can't be so predictable in our play calling.
Yeah. And one thing that I don't like is that we're doing the same thing, run the ball on first and second down. Third down, we pass when it's just obvious, like you said, very predictable.
Right.
We got to do more. We got to run more from the shotgun. We have to, play pass and, put people in different spots, use motion. Right. Unfortunately, that's just not Mike McCarthy's scheme.
Exactly.
And, we just got to get younger, I think, in our play calling, our coordinators, our especially offense, and get these innovative guys that do a lot, that put people in right positions to get people open, because
exactly
that's a thing. You can scheme people open,
right?
And
that's right.
You see it a lot with a lot of the Shanahan coaches and coaching tree.
Mm-hmm.
They just get people open, and you when you're watching, you're like, how is he so wide open?
Exactly.
And it's a scheme, and
right.
Just game planning and where to put people. So, so I agree with you. It's tough to watch for sure.
Yes, right, and easy to watch for the other teams because they're watching. They're looking at film.
Right, they know exactly what's going on.
That's exactly right. So I think we got a little bit creative last game. We put CD in the back, but then you obviously that's a wrong play.
Yeah.
A pitch to him or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think that's creative, in a sense, but that's still even kind of obvious.
Right.
Like CD is getting the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that we definitely have to get more creative, and I think another key to the game is going to be starting fast, like you said. So they can't come out just running the ball 1-2 and then throwing on third down. It's going to be in and out if we don't get third. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're looking at 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, more than likely, we're forcing ourselves. They know it's going to be a pass.
Right.
And so again, predictable, right? So I think we have to start fast. We got to start fast.
Yep. 4 wide, 5 wide. Mixing in, run on second down, pass on second down, play
action.
Yeah. Dak is very good at play action.
Oh, yeah.
He's very good, but unfortunately we just don't have that good of a run game to where it makes it a threat.
Exactly.
So,
right.
Rico, I mean, he played well. He had 40 something yards on 11 carries, which is pretty decent. But I do think we, especially in the second and third quarter, we were passing to run, and then in the fourth quarter we were able to run a little bit, which he got the bulk of his yards in that fourth quarter. Looking forward to the game.
Right,
sure.
Sunday night,
prime time. Everybody's going to be watching. These are two of the biggest fan bases in the world, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, big rivalry for sure.
Huge rivalry.
Yes, huge rivalry.
Half of the world is going to be Cowboys. Half of the world is going to be Steelers. So
right.
So y'all let us know down in the comment section what you guys think about this upcoming game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. You know who we're rooting for. So let us know who you guys are going to be rooting for down in the comment section below. Hit that notification bell so that you see all of our content that we're posting right here on the Talking Sports podcast. Subscribe, comment. We love the interaction, and follow us on Twitter also at TSPJDN for up-to-the-minute posts that we post there. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Go Cowboys.
Cowboys. Peace out.